Hi, Clay from Pope's Backyard Farm, and we've got an excess of cucumbers. So what we're going to do, or what we are doing, we've got one dehydrator full right now. We are chopping, we peeled those, and then I cut them in half, and then a lot of people do, and then a lot of people don't scoop the inside of their cucumber out. I'm taking it out only because we're dehydrating, and this stuff is just one mass of seeds and water. So what we're going to use these cucumbers for is in the winter, we save that stuff for the chickens. That's their little treat. And what I'm doing is I'm quartering up the cucumbers. Cut them in half, then I core them. And I cut them lengthways one more time to make them quarter. And I just cut them. A lot of people have an excess of cucumbers during the summertime. Can't give them away. Neighbors have their fill of them, your friends, your family. And then you end up with a bunch of cucumbers. Instead of letting them go to waste, we put them in the dehydrator, and this winter we're going to rehydrate them and make creamy cucumber dressing and cucumber basil and tomato dressing. There's several different flavored salad dressings you can make out of them. And if you find other recipes that you want to put some cucumber in, rehydrate them, put them in a salad. They're good enough chunks. They may not be crispy, they'll be a little on the soggy side, but once they're rehydrated because of the water, but they'll still have that good cucumber taste. So once we get these dehydrated, this is all part one. Once we get the dehydrators full and they get all dry, we'll come back and we'll see exactly what the dehydrated cucumbers look like. Now, I'm not adding any salt to these, which might be a major mistake, but I don't, being a diabetic, I'm not saying it's a whole lot of salt, so. And if we find that they change colors, then maybe next time we'll just add some salt to them, or soak them in a salt brine for a few hours before we put them in the dehydrator. Now, these dehydrators are something that we got at Walmart. They're probably about $40 a piece. And we've dehydrated a lot of things in these things. We just got through with a whole mess of tomatoes the other day. I've been keeping Ruthie pretty busy blanching and green beans and wax beans and other stuff we've been pulling out of the garden and been buying right along. The bucket system works really good. We've been pulling cucumbers and tomatoes out of there. The tomatoes we dehydrated the other day were all out of our garden, and there was a lot of them. We ended up dehydrating big tomatoes and grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes and every Roma tomatoes and every kind of tomato we had an abundance of. I love tomatoes, but I can only eat so many. The winter time is when I crave my tomatoes. Alright, we'll fill this dehydrator up and let her dry, and we'll come back tomorrow and show you the finished product. So follow and subscribe, and if you like our videos, give us a thumbs up and follow us. This is Clay from Pope's Backyard Farm.